So, I've played a lot of games this year, and most of them were released this year. For example, I put almost 400 hours into Bloodborne, and I'll probably put a few more in before the year's out. But many of the games I played were absolute works of art, and some of them I will never play again. To be completely frank, this year there were a lot of remakes and a lot of re-releases and ports this year, which was, I didn't want to play anything new, so it worked out. But of the original games that were released, there were some real standouts and a few massive disappointments, to say the least. In 2020, I learned not to buy into the pre-release hype. In 2023, I was showed that I might be able to trust the hype a little. But at the same time, in 2023, the way I consume games was completely reaffirmed by how bad some of these launches were. So, what were you looking forward to this year? What are you hype about? What are you hype about for next year? You play any good games? Let me know. Let me know down there in the comments. Just hit a comment. Tell me about games you like. Tell me about games you're excited for. Parasocial me, please. I don't want to spend an entire video discussing my continual disappointment with the games industry. I would like to talk about how I was impressed this year. And if you disagree with anything I say, please keep the video running and tell me down in the comments how wrong I was. Just do it. Just tell me. Tell me how wrong I was. In any case, let's talk about some of the games that came out this year that I absolutely loved. I started following Lies of P very early in its development, and I've been pretty hype on it. I've been pretty excited about everything I'd been seeing, and I was very much looking forward to playing it. Bloodborne 2? Fuck yeah. Give me some more Bloodborne. Yes, please. But what I got was so much more than Bloodborne. The combat was just as fast as I could ever want it to be. I could customize all my weapons to fit exactly how I wanted to play. The world is gorgeous. The enemies are just cool as hell, man. And in my opinion, the world of the game is, kind of what I expected for Atomic Heart. And I literally had to Google that because it launched so poorly that I didn't play it till like last month. And man, oh man. Anyway, Lies of P was phenomenal. It kicked ass. That is why it is my number 10. And also, as an aside, now that Pinocchio is free from the clutches of Grand Wizard Disney, I'm very excited to see what others can do with it. Very excited for the future of Pinocchio, for sure. I loved City Skylines 1. Loved it so much. So when 2 dropped, I had to just drop everything and play it. I am a huge City Builders fan. Huge. Absolutely. Just massive. I'm not good at them. I'm not good at them at all, but I love them nonetheless. So while there is a lot less to do in City Skylines 2 compared to 1, you can feel how much headroom there is for both incredible expansions and mods. Just, they're coming. There's going to be a wave of them, and there's no stopping them. And I very much look forward to playing this game more in the future and experience everything Colossal Order plans for the game's future. as well as like every mod I can get my hands on. I cannot wait to just move traffic around, make every turn and every fucking intersection just a masterpiece of civil engineering. I am so excited about that. And I don't really know what else to say about City Builders or City Skylines. Because like, unless you play City Builders, if you play City Builders, you get it. It's a city builder. It's awesome. It's like the best city builder. It's everything a city builder fan has ever wanted from SimCity. But we're not giving our money to shitty ass fucking EA. Yeah. So before we continue, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button? I don't know which direction where I'm putting me in the video, so hit that subscribe button. Go on. I'll wait. And while you're there, go ahead and hit one of those thumbs. It does not matter which one, they both work. So cool. Awesome. Thanks. Moving on. Wait, didn't this game release in like 2021 for like the PS5? Yup, it did. So, why is it here? Because it released the PC port in 2023, baby! Returnal is phenomenal. It's easily the most beautiful bullet hell I've ever played, and it has such an excellent story. I heard a lot of people before playing this compare this to like the Souls games, which after playing this, I kind of resent the comparison because this is way better. It's way better than Dark Souls. Just because the game is hard does not mean it's Souls-like. It's just a hard game. You don't need it. Being hard is not a trademark of a fucking Souls game. Metroid is hard. Metroid isn't a Souls game. Metroid is Metroid. Yeah. The game is gorgeous. The game, it's hard, it's intense, it's beautiful, and most of all, it is just absolutely fun. And I loved it, and I like playing it all the time on both the PS5 and the PC because I bought it 2 times. There's some stuff back there. Let's go back over here. There's also this really cool multiplayer mode, and I don't like multiplayer, but it's co-op. So I like co-op, and I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing the co-op. It's a lot of fun. Returnal is a lot of fun. I don't really have anything else to say on that. It's a lot of fun. It was like it's one of the best games I played this year. That came out this year. Okay. Tears of the Kingdom, it was good, What else can we say? It's a continuation of Breath of the Wild, which was absolutely excellent. However, Ultra Hand carries the game. Ultra Hand makes the game fun. If Ultra Hand were not in this game, it wouldn't be on the list. Ultra Hand absolutely carried Tears of the Kingdom into this. I had so much fun and spent countless hours just building shit that would enable me to get places I'm not supposed to go, or like trap enemies in little cages so I could just torture them. And I did that for hours, like hundreds of hours. Like I cannot honestly say I beat the game, but I can tell you I have spent hundreds of hours just building shit and looking for shit and trying to get into shit that I have no business getting into, because that was fun. The world they crafted was phenomenal. The abilities and world building were really great, but the story is just fine. It's not Nintendo's best work by a long shot, and I fucking hate Nintendo, and I wish they would like get good, or at least they're not Bethesda. At least they're not Bethesda. If this game released every year, it would be almost guaranteed to be on every single one of my top 10 lists. Persona 4 Golden is phenomenal, and this year, to much fanfare, the game, I guess not really much, I don't think really anyone cared but me. It was released on the PS4. How fucking great is that? I have my copy on the PS Vita, and it is, in my opinion, it is the way to play the game, unless you buy the PC port and want to drop $1,000 on an OLED monitor, which I don't think you do just for Persona. The game just doesn't look as good. But on OLED, Persona 4 is gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. Not many games that I've played ever can say that they've made me cry, but Persona 4 it's one of those games. I was and still am very emotionally invested in the characters of Persona 4. And if you haven't played this game, please treat yourself to one of the best stories ever told. You can get it on like everything but probably Switch, because Switch doesn't get fucking shit. I think they just got Persona 5. Like, it's the fucking Switch. Why would the initial release of Cyberpunk 2077 in 2020 or 2021 was an absolute shit show. But I still played it on like day one, and I had a great time, and it was broken like a motherfucker. But Cyberpunk 2.0 and Phantom Liberty are just fucking incredible. While 2.0 and Phantom Liberty appear to be the same game, they are merely a doppelganger. Underneath all that old skin and old color is a whole new skeleton offering a brand new game full of new features and new optimizations. And if you've had your doubts on Cyberpunk, let this be your reason right now to get it. I've played almost every version of this game from launch to today. And I'm here to tell you, if Cyberpunk 2.0 released today, if we could go back in time, cancel the Cyberpunk release and push it to like when Phantom Liberty came out and just have that be part of the game with the 2.0 integration, it would have been game of the year, like hands down. It's a phenomenal experience. It's an improvement on Cyberpunk in every way. It is true to the design philosophy of CD Projekt Red. It is what we expected as players from CD Projekt Red, and I cannot recommend it enough. Yeah, they goofed in the past, but they deserve forgiveness. They have shown us time and time again that they're willing to listen, they want to listen, and they want to make the game more in line with what we, the player and the consumer and the buyer, expect. So that is why Cyberpunk is on this list, even though it released years prior. It doesn't matter. Phantom Liberty and 2.0 are fucking, it's a new game as far as I'm concerned, and it is phenomenal. Okay. Baldur's Gate, wow. What a fucking game, man. There are just choices on choices and choices, and the amount of things I find that I can do is just, it's a list of never-ending choices growing, and there's so much shit to do, and the world is just drop-dead gorgeous, and the characters are so lovable, and I love them. I'm gonna put them in a little ball, put that ball in my pocket, and just take them places, because they are just so lovingly, like every NPC you meet has just so much personality. They feel like their own people. They feel like that these NPCs were thought of before like your character was thought of, which is great, because it means the world, it feels lived, and it feels like these characters have been here before you got there. They have their own opinions and their own worldviews and their own experiences that supersede you, the player, making you like, well, yes, you're the most important person to walk the continent as you're walking it. It makes you feel like the world isn't just about you, and that's really Just it's so excellent. And if you enjoy turn-based combat or you're unsure about it, just try the game. If you enjoy Dragon Age Origins and you said, "Oh, there's never been a good RPG since then," play this because this is a good game. It is one hell of an adventure, and oh god damn boy. Anyway, Karlach is best girl, so we can just end that thing. Holy shit, dude. Alan Wake 2 is a fucking journey, man. It reminded me a lot of Philip K. Dick's Ubik. Which in the book, I'm not gonna like outline the story because the stories are nothing alike, like in any way, but the way the stories are laid out and the way that the world is revealed to the reader or the player is similar. The TLDR of it is just as you think you understand what's going on in the world, they just pull the rug out from underneath your feet and say, "The fuck you do? You don't know shit about this world. You don't know shit." Remedy likes to remind the player that they're merely a passenger on the train that is Alan Wake 2. The music is the best music I've heard since fucking Doom and Doom Eternal. Poets of the Fall absolutely kill it as the old gods of Asgard. The world is beautifully crafted, and I loved just standing around in rooms with people in them and just listening to the conversations these people would have. One of my favorite moments, and it's something that I look forward to, like looking back at in a minute, which you're going to see the footage for because it's just so great. Early on in the game, you walk into Watery and there's a little bar there, and you walk in and there's fucking Adi from Control just doing fucking karaoke, and it is so awesome. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Kuin painajainen hän luoksesi saapuu, hänet verhottu on varjojen kaapuun. Monta tarinaa hänestä kerrotaan, häntä pakoon et pääse sä milloinkaan. Hän peilistä sua tuijottaa, murhan polte se kruunoi mua. Tuon katseen tunnet et voi unohtaa, vaik kasvot piiloutuu veriverhon taa. On yötön yö, se järjen syö. On yötön yö, se miehen syö.
So, not to jump on the constant hate that Bethesda is receiving, but what the fuck, Bethesda? Why do you insist on just being so fucking mediocre? And why do you insist on letting every fucking studio under your ownership flop after flop? Like, what the actual hell, man? You were the chosen one. I still play Skyrim, and I'm like the only fan of Fallout 4. Oblivion is still one of your best games as well, and we've given you so much, and it just feels like you don't care. I wanted Starfield to be good. I really did. I was on board that hype train. That they got me good this year. But instead of getting to experience the full breadth of a space RPG, you know, Skyrim in space, you guys give us the most mid game that is ever midded in the history of mid. Midway could not have released a more mid game, and it's literally in their name. Midway has released a lot of excellent games in their careers and in their history. I'm just using it as a joke. It's a bad joke. It has mid in the name. I'm ad-libbing. It has mid in the name. So let's move on. I'm new to the Bluey fandom, and I'm proud to admit that. I watch Bluey like every day. You know, my son playing in his thing, and then I'm just sitting there watching Bluey with him, just laughing and just like choking up with these lovely bunch of characters. I adore the hell out of the world that's been created, and every storyline and every character is so consistent and wholesome and it's crafted so fucking lovingly that the release of this game makes me question everything. Who the fuck greenlit this shit? $40 fucking dollars? Are you fucking serious? Really? For a single fucking hour of gameplay? 1 hour. 1 hour is all it takes to beat it. 1 hour. What the fuck? I tried collecting every collectible because it's Bluey the game. I want to see what the game has to offer, and I couldn't, because every time you collect a collectible, you have to sit through nearly a minute of Chili telling you, "Oh yeah, great job, you got a sticker," and then a short animation plays to show you the sticker you just got every time. And the worst part isn't just that like you got to sit through Chili saying shit for like nearly a minute. The worst part is that every time she's saying the same. So if you collect back-to-back stickers, like 1, 2, 3, like within 30 seconds of each other, well, I guess not 30 seconds, because you got to sit through like on nearly a minute of fucking Chili saying dumb shit. But if you collect one, you get a minute of Chili saying shit. And if you're in the same room, like after that animation ends, you boom, another collectible. Boom, another minute of sitting through dumb bullshit. And then like, and then what the fuck is this?
Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard. Come on, Squirts. Let's meet Rad in the backyard.
Wait, where's Uncle Rad?
Every playthrough I've seen of this game has this shit in it. How? Why? Was there no QA team? Did they not care? Why would the creators of Bluey just be like, "Yeah, man, this is the dopest shit I ever seen. Drop it." Fucking stupid. Oh, Dead Space. Oh, Dead Space. Oh, Dead Space. Dead Space came out literally a week after my son was born. So when it first dropped, I didn't get to spend the time in it like I'd have liked to, which is fine. I got to hang out with my newborn, which was fucking tight. Kid's tight as hell. He's in the other room sleeping right now. But once I could sink my teeth in this game, oh my god. If you know nothing about me, I want you to know that I am a Dead Space stan. I even think Dead Space 3 is a good game, and you know, no one thinks that. So when I tell you Dead Space 3 2023 is the definitive way to experience the first game, you'll know I mean it. And also, I got this tattoo, like, let's see if I can get it in the shot. There we go. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So, something I love about the game is that Motive just absolutely weaponizes your knowledge of the game. So if you go into the game having played the original game, they use your experience of the game against you, which is great, because it's not like they're like saying, "Oh, you're stupid for having played the original." They're saying, "Hey, we recognize that shit, and we want to make sure that your first experience in our game is both comparable and unique to your first experience in the original." And I love that. It really, not a lot of developers who do remakes or remasters make me feel this way. But it felt like Motive gave a shit about the players. Like, it made me feel like they didn't hate that they were doing what they were doing. That they made it a personal choice to set out and make the best game possible. It was so lovingly crafted, and I'm proud to call Dead Space 1 my favorite game again. The additions that were made to Dead Space were just phenomenal. They really made the lore that Visceral and Glenn Schofield set out to make just so much better, so much stronger. And I'd like to think that Glenn is proud, genuinely proud, not just all like, "Oh, I'm proud because it's what I have to say." No, I think he's genuinely proud that his game got its own legs again. It's proud it, and it's running again. And maybe Motive will keep going. Maybe we'll get a Dead Space 2, and Motive will use the original design documents once again and bring back content that had to be cut and just make the world so much better. I don't care if they remake 3. 3's good. It's fine. 3's 3. Just give me Dead Space 1 and 2 at the very least. That's all I want. Just one more Dead Space. More Dead Space. Armored Core is back, baby! I have been playing the series for such a fucking long time that when Armored Core 6 was finally released, it was such an awesome moment for me. Like, I know what a lot of people are saying, like, holy shit, they really put Dead Space at number 2 and Armored Core number 1? Oh, Armored Core is that good. Armored Core is like my first favorite game series. It's, you know, all the nostalgia, all the baits. It's all hitting everything. Yeah, I played the demo disc for it, you know, when I was a kid, years and years ago, and then Armored Core 2 blew my goddamn fucking mind, and I easily attribute my love for Gundam to Armored Core and all of the games. And then for years, you know, I had to sit through people saying, "Oh yeah, Dark Souls is the best from Soft game, and they never miss." And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, they do fucking miss. They released 3 of the shittiest games ever fucking made. Fucking Dead Space 1 through, not Dead Space, god damn it. Dark Souls. Dead Space is great. Dark Souls is shit. Just make that fucking clear. Dark Souls fucking sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? Armored Core, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, Kingsfield. You know, the classics. I found Armored Core 6, however, to not be as versatile as early titles, but it's a huge moment for the series, and I respect that, and I appreciate that, and I'm just so happy to have more of Armored Core. It wasn't just fantastic, but it was a return to form, and not just for the genre or for FromSoft, but for gaming as a whole. It really set a precedent. It showed that not everyone wants huge open worlds with fucking quest markers where we just go point to point and, you know, fucking Bethesda shit, whatever the fuck Elden Ring was. But it gave us missions again. It showed us, hey, you know, we crafted this huge world which dwarfs the world of Elden Ring in every single way. But you only get to look at a little bit of it at a time. So appreciate what little you get while you got it, because that's all you're getting. I love it. I love mission-based gameplay. I love having small goals that add up to like the sum of the experience. Oh man, more games should just strive for the excellence that Armored Core 6 was. It's just the best game to release this year. It is so fucking good. And yeah, it deserved to get Game of the Year, but at the same time, it's like, it's one of those, it's a niche genre, it's a niche game in a niche genre, and Baldur's Gate totally deserved it. But if it were up to me, every category, Armored Core 6. Best accessibility, Armored Core 6. Best soundtrack, Armored Core 6. Best horror game, Armored Core 6. Best voice acting, Armored Core 6. Best Spider-Man game, Armored Core 6. Oh yeah, Fuck the Spider-Man games. They're good though. Best Dead Space game, Armored Core 6. It was so good. Armored Core 2024, baby. I know who I'm voting for. Hey, thanks for watching all the way till the end. I played hundreds of games this year, most of which didn't even come out this year, which made putting this list together like really fucking hard because like there wasn't a lot for me personally to be hyped about. I didn't get excited for Baldur's Gate till like I saw you could fuck the bear, and I didn't even fuck the bear. My first playthrough, I got called the fucking virgin by fucking wizards. It was hilarious. But when I was making this list, you know, I had to every time I was like, oh well, what about this game? And I had to go back and check the release date, and so it wasn't released. It was only released in like 1980 or some stupid shit. And I was like, oh man, this would have been a great game for 2023. Oh well. But in my opinion, this list is, for me, in my opinion, the best 2023 had to offer. And I wish I could say I have a lot to look forward to in 2024, but who the fuck knows, man? This industry is so busted right now, and every year it gets more busted, and there's no hope in sight, and it's kind of really fucking depressing. Anyway, so if you don't know already, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I would love to see you there. My schedule is currently posted in the community somewhere down there. I don't know, it's fucking YouTube. You know, if you're familiar with that, it's like down here or down there. It says in words. It says community. It's there. It's in the community tab. There's also links to where I stream down in the. I know where that is in the description. The links are in the description below. So I look forward to maybe seeing you in a stream or not. I don't know. You know, I hope to see you there. We do horror games every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I play Gran Turismo on Sunday. It's kind of tight. Okay. So this was unironically both a good year for gaming and a fucking shitty year for it too. We got so many games that are going to carry over for the next few years. It's just like, what could even come out? And at the same time, we got shit. We got borderline shovelware from companies that we've trusted for so long, and they just keep putting shit out, and I'm just gonna keep complaining. The only way to show publishers and developers what we want as consumers, what we want as players, what we want as gamers is with our wallet. So whatever you want to see, that's how you spend your money on that. Buy the games you love and pirate the ones you aren't sure about. Slosh out.